This is game number 12, I think, in the Elliptic Streak, which is a streak I'm doing to try to copy a really, really big 43 long streak. S-Blades VSFi, what is this, 0.14? No, it's 0.23. And that's an interesting, it's kind of good that you brought that up because, well, I put a lot of thought into which weapon to pick on this fighter, because usually 9 times out of 10, depending on your aptitudes, what you really want to do, oh shit, this entrance sucks. What you really want to do 9 times out of 10 is you want to just get a trident, you know. It's usually best. But in this particular case, okay, so the rapier, if you think about it, is actually awesome because it has really high accuracy, which is hugely important for things like early game adders. And it's also important in particular on a vine stalker because you swing, and for each time you swing you have a chance of activating your bite, right? So ultimately it's just a lot better. Anyway, we're going to pull this dude back here. He can do 10 damage, excuse me, 5 damage to us. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Let's close this door. You know, I said that this start sucks, but it's actually not that bad. Because check it out. We have a thing to dance around, so it's really not terrible. Hey, Flood Killer, what's up? You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn streaming mode on Discord. Let me do that real fast. All right, there we go. So yeah, Idort, I'm actually not sure if Vinestalker bites on riposte. I'm probably not going to swap to Longblades though. This isn't interesting. I actually don't recognize this entrance vault. Let's pull this guy. Let's pull him all the way back to the entrance. Nice. It's a good bit of door creaking happening here. Leopard geckos are actually faster than us. I know this seems weird, but I'm going to close him off for now. Because, you know, leopard geckos can actually kill you in the early game, even on a fighter. You know, I only have 11 hit points, you know that? Alright, this is a little questionable, and I'll tell you why. This kobold can do 9 damage. Hey, NP7, what's up? It's really good to see you on a stream. I usually miss you due to my unfriendly European streaming hours. I see that Alberazuko, our resident priest of Lagonu, is here. How you guys doing? So anyway, this kobold worries the hell out of me. Well, he can't kill me in one shot because he's got well, he does 9 damage, right? But the thing is, when I swing, I think my swings are above yeah, my swings are above 1 speed, so he can actually hit me twice. So that's a big deal. If we could like get him to go away, that'd be great. But I don't think we can. I'm not, well, I guess I have 6 AC and some amount of GDR, so maybe he can't one-shot me. Because I have 11 hit points plus 2 magic, which I start with Spirit Shield, so technically I have 13, and he's going to do 9 subtracted by some amount of GDR, so unless he hits me twice for like max damage each, he's not going to kill me. Okay, let's get our hit points back. No need to take the risk, you know. He's going to regenerate a little faster than me, but I'm actually genuinely worried he gets a double hit on me, you know. But we gotta fight him. And we certainly don't want to use our Might Potion if we can avoid it. There we go, we got him. Shave off 2 damage for sure. Yeah, that sounds about right. So technically he could have gotten us there. If he had hit us twice for max damage. Why is it a Vine Stalker? It is a fragile character. Ragoon, we're doing... okay, so we are doing Elliptic Streak. So we're copying all the combos that he did. Okay. This one can do 10 damage to us, but... Whoops, I screwed up. Okay, see how much damage you can do to us? How do I want to win? It really depends on what I find. I'll probably just go Gozag again because Gozag's really good. I mean, I'll probably, if I'm being honest, I'll probably end up doing my Staff Worm thing, but we'll see. Well, blokes, I am desperate not to die ever because this is a streak. And I'm already taking huge risks on this streak because, again, this is like a... So he has a short sword. Short swords do 6 damage, so he could do 10 damage to me in one hit. He could easily 2-shot me. But I mean, there's no real choice here. Like we have to take this engage. Because I'm not about to like get him to stealth away from me, you know. I wish we hadn't found dudes with weapons. Okay, let's get our mana back. You could go down the hatch. That is not, I would say not optimal. But hey, that's okay, we got him. Kill the giant cockroach. That could have been annoying. Giant cockroaches are faster than you. Wow, we have some goodies, you guys. Wear the gloves. That's big AC. Large shield. Ordinarily, I'd put that on right now. Gosh, maybe I should. My only issue is I really want to be able to attack below 1 speed, so I'm not getting double hit. On the other hand, the shield will probably block all hits. Yeah, that's true, NP7. About the hit points. Nice. Ragoon, it'll probably be Gozag just because Gozag's really good. But it could very well be something else. Okay, we got a Ring of Stealth. Not particularly useful, but whatever. It could be handy. Well, technically with a mummy, the best thing to do is to wait around on every single floor for things to come to you endlessly, really. Oops. Positioning is terrible. I keep messing up. It's okay, though. Alright, let's go Strength. Can never go wrong with Strength, really. Okay, this is a problem. We're going to kill this stuff in a hallway. We may end up having to use Potion of Might, but hopefully we won't. This is a rather unfortunate Jackal pack, but we got it all. Yeah, blokes, they disabled out-of-depth spawns, which I honestly think is a very good thing. It's one of the best things they ever did. You know what I haven't done that I should have done? Picked up stones. Because then you can throw stuff as it approaches you. Alright, so that's the floor. Haven't found any useful things on the floor in terms of like weapons, armor, whatever. Except for this gloves and these gloves and this shield, which are, to be fair, really awesome. Consumables, we have no 2 stacks. So let's see, what happens if we attack? 1.2 speed, what if we put on the large shield? 1.2 speed, so it's not actually any slower, really. You know, 1.1 to 1.3-ish it looks like. So we will use the large shield. There's a book. Let's pull this guy up. Wow. You guys, we immediately found BBC. Are you kidding me? Well, maybe. Not anytime soon, but that's a fun thing to have, isn't it? Alright, we found Jessica with a dagger of draining. She immediately slows me down, not so good. I think we're actually going to use a Potion of Might. Because what's the other option here, you know? We have to make sure we kill her. She can do an enormous amount of damage to us really, really fast. So we're going to have to one-shot her, so we use Might to do that. And our reward is actually a really good brand. So that's cool, although I'm kind of sad about losing my Might potion. I mean, it was the right thing to do. Honestly, even if she didn't have the Drain brand, I feel like that might have been the right thing to do. Because if things started to go bad, things would have gone really, really bad, really, really fast. Okay, we got a cloak. Blokes, I don't know, I think it was the right choice. I mean, I'm interested to hear other people's thoughts. But she could have done an enormous amount of damage to me really quickly with that brand. We don't even have resist negative, you know, so. Ah, shit. I see that what's-her-face is over there, the cat with a wand of polymorph. Bit of a problem. Time to Might Natasha. Yeah, too bad I already mighted Jessica. Kind of the same sort of issue, huh? Although we got this telly, you know, this telly trap. By the way, what's up, doesn't he? Still no 2 stacks on consumables. I also know that Robin is down here. There's no way that these 3 goblins are not part of Robin's pack. What's bad that she could poly me into? I don't know. She could like turn me into a mushroom and then zap me with magic dart a million times from far away. That would suck, because that would take away my shield. It would make me unable to move. It'd be great if she ended up next to me, because then I could just swing for tons of damage, but... I mean, I want that wand, but I don't think I can safely get it. Did you apply for the new emotes? Yes, I did. One of them is the Chad, and the other one is the boomer sip. So we'll see if those go through. Shit, she can see me. That's not good. Is there a staircase? No, there's a teleport trap though. Oh god. See, that's what I'm talking about. Enormous amounts of damage just from that stupid imp. Really, really bad. But we have, if she doesn't slow me, I'm okay. We have regen. We've got to get in this teleport trap. I should have left this floor. The goblin's my friend. He's blocking this dude. Alright, I'm officially spooked as hell. Let's go away. Well, we've got Robin. But the goblins themselves are weak. Let's pull the pack. As long as we don't see that stupid cat. If I see that cat one more time... Okay, this is actually good. That's fine. Because I can dance these guys. See, she can throw stuff at me. Or he. I don't even know anymore. Alright, we pull him up. And, swing, swing, swing. We kill stuff pretty fast, to be fair. Thanks to this brand. Yeah, Artagus, we have a large shield, it's great. Although it doesn't really help us against, you know, Frostbolt from a, or Frost, throw Frost from the imps that Natasha summons. I mean, we could have died there easily. Doesn't he? Was that one of the ones that Checkers decided to go full Slacktivist and change? I don't even know. Okay, we got shafted from D2 to D4. Thanks, Ebering. Very fair mechanic. I guess that means I don't have to deal with Robin anymore. Kill the Scorpion, not getting poisoned to death. That's good. Alright. Immediate Orc Priest. He can two-shot me. This could end the streak. Completely and totally RNG heavy. This could end the streak that way. Look at this idiot making the misplay of going into the dungeon. Yeah, well, this is the problem with Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. It's sort of designed by people who are incompetent right now. So we got shafted from D2 to D4, and we got dumped right next, well, worse than next to an Orc Priest, actually. Just read teleport. Well, we didn't. We don't know if we have teleport, and even if we could teleport, it would still be like an instant death situation, possibly, because he could just spam smite on us 2 times. You know. Technically, we could go like this way and hope there's a hallway, but there's probably not. There's probably not. We're probably in a corner. Probably the best thing to do. Probably the best thing to do is to start using scrolls and hope that one is fear or blink would be okay, I guess. Remember, we can't heal potion. You know that? Like, heal potion doesn't exist for us, basically, so the potions are useless. Blind read is good. Walking towards him might be okay, but he's probably got a whole freaking pack next to him, you know? There could be, like, wizards and stuff. don't know. We gotta read. Identify, all right. Well, identifying potions is useless. Well, it's not useless. We could get like Zerk or something. Zerk would be great. We're going to read identify on a scroll. We get remove curse, okay. And we see that there is in fact a wizard, which makes this even worse. So I think we keep blind reading. We get random uselessness. We keep blind reading, we get fog. Well, Zerk doesn't kill me if it runs out before I can do anything if I use it when they're actually next to me. So the fog's like okay. It's not terrible, but we're still kind of owned. Yeah, I don't know if I have an invisible potion. We could start chugging potions. I'm almost inclined to wear this ring. Like, I'm inclined to wear this ring because it could be a buff ring. Because we have remove curse to take it off if we want. How many turns do we have? We used fog here. Priest is not in that spot. He's in this spot. He's in lost next turn, yeah. Yeah, we drink. We got agility, that's good. Do we drink again, or do we move forward? I feel like we drink. Although drinking could be cancellation, and having agi is nice. It's not really nice enough to make us not die. We need Zerk, we need Invis, or we need like a hilarious amount of luck. I guess the one choice I could have made differently is I could have not used my might potion, but I was already slowed, so what are you gonna do? Oh man. Yeah, this is a shaft salty. We got sent from D2 to D4, it's ridiculous. Yeah, agility doesn't really help against smite. I'm gonna drink. Oh good, we got ambrosia. Wonderful. We'll drink brilliance, we'll drink invis, okay. Well, we're confused and invisible. This is not terrible, I guess. We just swing on this stuff, we can't walk away. Nice. And we got the wand. Okay, game's over, we won. Alright. Didn't even get smited, but that's RNG, man. I don't even feel good about that situation. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna start training evocations. I mean, like, I feel great about the outcome. You know, fine, we won, good. But like, I feel terrible about the fact that like that is not a thing that like I don't know, man. Like I worked for it, sure, but the pure RNG of the thing feels silly as hell. The fact that you could lose the streak at any moment if the game just decides to say no. Yeah, the Orc Priest could have smited me on any of those 8 turns, or all of them, you know. Hey, buddy, those are adders. Do I want to fight adders more than I want to be on D4? I mean, I guess I can just go ahead and blow some Ice Blast. Hey, buddy, I think you got the wrong door. Exactly. You know what? Let's pull this dude down. I'm okay with. Yeah, I'm okay with taking that damage. Yeah, there were 2 shouts, so we're not gonna. There was an orc and 2 shouts is the thing. So there's probably another priest. That's one of the reasons I blew the Ice Blast as well, is I actually wanted to make noise. so I could know what else is going to show up. Wow, this is unfortunate. We've got an ogre. I guess I could Ice Blast him to death, but who knows what else is on this floor. Perhaps I should have pulled him down to this corner. Okay, we killed him. More strength, please. Kind of leaning heavy into this Ice Blast, but I keep finding things that I can't melee. What can one-shot Biggles? The ogre? Yeah, but I wasn't going to let him get into melee with me. And technically I don't think he could have one-shotted me. Hello, Gadget Emporium. There's certainly a lot of lovely things in here. I mean, I've got the game solved at this point, if I can just kind of get upstairs. Yeah, Ogre definitely can't one-shot me now. I didn't do the math before, though. Okay, Orc didn't shout, but he may have friends. Let's pull him. Yeah, 37 damage with GSC. Giant Spike Club, 22 base damage. And then they do 17 base damage. So it's actually 39 with GSC and 37 with GC. Probably shouldn't be auto-exploring. Honestly, this is looking like the temple. Might as well check it out. No, it's a FedHos. Oh, you guys want to go FedHos? Alright, see you around, Ragoon. Vinestalker FedHos. FedHos is awful. Really, really bad. Possibly my least favorite god. Just incredibly bad god. Yeah, I agree, Otagus, it should grow you a few more hands. Prove that you're good at the game with FedHos. I mean, I could win with FedHos. you can't bait me into using FedHos. Yeah, FedHos was okay when he had 1-star evolution. But why am I hating on FedHos? Because he just blows? Like, you don't get anything at all with him that's remotely useful. It takes like 8 hours of... It is like 8 hours of tears from here if he takes this altar, basically. You get ring TM. Hey, FedHos has potent powers that you don't get soon enough. You know, the mushrooms are nice if you could use them in the early game, but you can't. Man. I don't know, you guys. You can sacrifice rations to make clubs. Yeah, Fox. FedHos is going to be... I haven't thought about it too much, but I know for a fact that FedHos is going to be fixed. I mean, one of the easiest things I can do is just move mushrooms back to 1-star piety, because that was a dumbass change. You know? But guys, I don't think we're going to take FedHos. If he gave me... Honestly, I would have taken him. I would have taken him if I had the 1-star piety mushrooms, but we don't. I guess with enough bribery I could take him, but I don't think it's the right choice, you guys. Adder skeleton, okay. Switch to my rapier for that. Hey, Flow Killer. We found a FedHos alter. Not sure if you were here for that. Did you, wait, were you here for the shaft too? Yeah, well, we survived that by sheer luck. How do we make you go for non-meta gods? Well, let me just show you. So like, I don't know, a few hundred bits would probably suffice. Yeah, I would go, HEP is not bad. It's not terrible anyway. Let's see, base accuracy 6, base damage 4, base damage 8. Let's put our rapier on versus the Phantom. And let's see if we can't swing him to death. Throwing stones at him when he's blinked away. Yeah, we got him. Cool. I just want to find an upstairs, man. Hep would be kind of Hep would be kind of bad on this character, if only because I'd have less hit points, and Vinestalkers really like having hit points. How many bits would it take to go Zom? Since that would basically be potentially throwing the game like quite a lot. I don't know, more than 1,000. Like that'd probably be something that I veto just by virtue of the fact that it's you know, sort of suicidal. Okay, so we're back on D3, but we still need to get back to D2. This is a Ru altar, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I knew I recognized this. I think that wizard is mute. Oh, no, he's not. I do follow Gozag IRL. That's a fact. Random effects, alright. Fox, are you trying to say PogChamp? Alright, so we're worshipping Ru, but like we could still abandon him. You know, we haven't gotten his first sacrifice or anything. We're going to see what that is. Or if perhaps we find a better god sooner. Not bad. It's important to note that we still have this Dagger of Draining, which is pretty solid. Okay, scale mail. So we're going to put the scale, I'm going to take the scale off and put on the chain. I could try this leather armor on, but not super inclined. Let's use this 2-stack. It's a potion of curing. That's actually useful for me even if it can't heal my wounds, because it will allow me to get rid of confusion. It's hugely important. Alright, I feel good auto-exploring this floor. I'll just kill Natasha with the Ice Blast if I have to. No, 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 no. I need to find her. I have to kill her 2 more times. I probably shouldn't just open up with Ice Blast, but on the other hand, I don't... There we go. I'm using random effects because it doesn't matter if she gets hasted. I don't really want to get polymorphed to all. Alright, there we go. So we got our wand. We got 3 puce potions. Those were degeneration. Thanks, you asshole cat. Okay. Artagus, it's because she had a wand of polymorph. Artagus is, I don't know why I said your name twice there, having an aneurysm. Yeah, basically I wanted the charges of poly in case I run into, like another orc priest or something. And also, I only used 1 ice blast. I used random effects otherwise, which is kind of a BS resource, you know. It's okay to waste it for the most part. You're probably not going to find a situation where it's like I have to use random effects or I'm going to lose the game, you know. This is a shock and airstrike deep elf air elementalist ghost. As much as I'd like to have that identify scroll, this is not worth going into. Let's I'm actually going to identify this leather armor. It's not bad, but it's not worth wearing probably. Also, we're going to wear this ring to see invisible. 14, okay, this is 11 AC, 7 EV with the leather armor. 14 AC, 3 EV with the chainmail. That's actually not bad. I mean, unless I were to run into Grinder, though, the resistances don't matter. And I have way more GDR with the chainmail. Well, I guess the RN plus matters for like orc priests too, technically, because of pain. I mean, I don't know. It is tempting. Yeah, and our core actually, you're right, MP7. Our core does matter because we could run into the old acid wand buddy. RN plus does nothing against monster pain. You are wrong about that, I believe. Okay, we're gonna see if these guys net me. Okay, they didn't. If they had netted me, I would have ice blasted or something. NP7, can you confirm? Because I don't. I'm not actually sure. Or doesn't he? If he's still around. Because I was like 99% sure having resist negative made you take less damage. Rue believes you are ready for your first sacrifice. Alright. Okay, well, we could go ahead and sacrifice Essence, Disruptive Magic. It's not really a problem, it's just minus Wiz. Yeah, if you want to, Artagus, although I think MP7 is already looking it up. So you to corrupt yourself such that your casting is slightly disrupted. It's not going to get me any piety. It's also not going to be something I care about. It's not going to be something I care about if I were to switch off of Rue. Whereas if I were to sacrifice Courage or Drink, well, those are both suicidally bad sacrifices, let's just put it that way. I'm not going Che. We went Che on the first game of this streak. We're gonna go ahead and sack Essence. And if I switch gods, I don't mind. We can afford this Ice Blast wand now. But I don't think I need it just yet. I might go Gozag as the thing. Crossbow. Enchanted hand crossbow. That's real tempting. That's real tempting. Just to check it out, but that would mess with my GoZag plan if I were to go GoZag. Oh, by the way, this reminds me. I left a leopard gecko on D1. I know it's only a little bit of experience, but, you know. By the way, our attacks are finally under 1 speed. Which is very good. We could probably stop training short blades. Let's pull this guy up so we're not fighting him and the hound at the same time. Let's pull this guy up just for safety's sake. Gotta be real careful. You know, these guys that are faster than me, really the only panic button that I have against them is to use a wand. Having our core was nice there. Having our negative is nice here. Oh, shit. Let's just wait. Okay. There we go. See how I juked him? I put the ball python in between me and him so he wouldn't shoot his buddy, and he had to come up to me. Just because you're not next to a hallway doesn't mean that you can't juke the centaurs and things like that. You can use enemies to do it for you. That doesn't work half the time. It works some of the time. It's a fair point, though. Our fangs are bigger, by the way. Trying to pull that monkey. Our daddy taught us not to be ashamed of our fangs. Especially since they're such a good size and all. Ooh, I see that. I'm going to polymorph him and get a wolf. Okay, this is now a B. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I feel like I want to use random or Ice Blast to finish that. I feel like I would have been happier with him being a wizard. Can't really melee down a B right now without my stuff hitting. Wow, this is the 3rd Ice Blast we found. The game is like apologizing to me for that horrible shaft earlier. Ring of Evasion, okay. Okay. Scroll of Fear, very good. Enchant Weapon, very good. I think we can probably save the Enchant Weapon, to be honest. See if we find some kind of end-game thing. Let's get this poison off. Hey, buddy. Let's pull him up. Okay, let's just cheese our regen. He can do big damage to me, but Doesn't really matter if I can regen faster than him. Is he the confused guy by any chance? Yeah, he is. Probably shouldn't have fought him with jackals next to me, but whatever. I think it's probably okay. We had the curing potion, 3 of them in fact, and we could have just ice blasted if things went really badly after that. Okay, there's Heppel. Here's some more choices. Heppel, Zen, and Eli. We could actually go for Heppel, although I'm almost inclined to stick with Rue at this point unless I find something really, really good. You know, we've already done one sacrifice, even if it's a minor one. Comedy option, we could go Trog, you know, if we found that. A lot of good choices available, and Heppel is kind of, well, I believe someone described it as off-meta earlier. Fox, perhaps. It's not bad, it's just like sort of awkward to use. I mean, he has some very powerful abilities. Okay, cool. That's really good, MP7. +20 Battle Axe. Battle Axe does 15. He could actually two-shot me, I guess? We'll cheese him. If he damages me, we just walk away. Yeah, MP7, they really don't cast Pain that often, to the extent that it's almost best to just assume they'll never do it. Yeah, it seems to be pretty common, a common Centrum Blokes. Alright, level 9. Hello, Artifact Ringmail. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's getting worn immediately. So we have more GDR than the leather armor. I mean, yeah, it's -4 imp, but who cares? We can go invisible is the big thing. Like, oh no, this crocodile might be too tough to kill. Just kidding. We go invis and wreck him. It's really, really powerful. Okay, so you may wonder why I'm backing off. I'm waiting for this contam to go away. Don't starve from overusing invis. Well, we have 8 rations. But yeah, these bees, I want invis available for them. Hello, it's the temple. Oh, all my favorite gods are here. What's the optimal thing to do here? Feels kind of a shame to not use BVC, you know. What happened to my keyboard sound effects, by the way? Artagus, we're playing on my laptop today, and I don't have my mechanical keyboard plugged into my laptop is all. Zom, no thanks, MP7. That's like a 5,000 That's a 5,000 bit donation is what that is for me to do that on a streak. I've decided that's the price for me to go Zom since I'm essentially throwing the game. Well, I mean, I guess it's possible to win, but you know, he could just kill you at any moment. You think Woojin Council is optimal for a VS with Drain Shortblade? Probably not after sacking already on Ru. Well, the sacrifice that I made is sort of irrelevant. It's minus wizardry, meaning that I have less of a chance to succeed on casting things. So, well, I may not even cast anything the whole game, even though I found BBC. And even if I did, it's such a minor penalty that it's like I'd probably train enough to surpass it anyway, just for the spell power, if I was going to cast stuff. So it's really not a huge deal. The only time is sort of annoying is for things like Blink. Don't listen to my advice. I don't do 12 streaks very often. Fair enough. I mean, KoCj is obviously best, but I'm guessing people probably don't want to see me doing the same god every single time I play. On the other hand, I mean, it's about streaking. It's not about anything else really. KoCj is boring. I wouldn't say KoCj is boring. He's fun. I mean, one of the reasons why KoCj is actually super optimal in this particular game is that there is all this stuff available in the shop, and KoCj will help me get all of it sooner. You're streaking on stream, so it's about fun. That's a fair point, Fox. Nemelex? We could actually go Nemelex for fun. It's been a long time since I haven't tried out the new Nemelex. I hear he's absolutely terrible. But I'm willing to give it a shot, I suppose. On the other hand, I mean, like I said, we've already sacked. Hey, MP7, 23 plus or minus 1 piety, you say. What, tell me more. I don't actually remember what the piety breakdowns are for each pip. You know what, we're going to stick with Ru. I've already sacked. Let's just stick with Ru, that's fun, That's a lot of fun, actually. We'll train some stealth to really make use of this in Viz. Sorry, blokes. I found to be fair, I found that altar first. Literally, zone D3. Well, I found FedHos first because of the shaft, but see, I knew I was about to be ready for another sacrifice. Let's sacrifice love. Well, do I want to sacrifice love? Sacrificing love wrecks my Saxa spiders and whatnot. I could sacrifice stealth, but that would be sad. It's stealth, love, and words. We're not sacrificing words. Scrolls are way too important, especially on a Vine Stalker, where you don't get heal wounds as an out. We're gonna go for love. This gives us both of our auras. Should be able to tap through this stuff. Hey buddy. Yeah, I saw that love would take me to 2 pips, and I know for a fact that's both auras, and getting the auras online is the most important thing. Getting power leap is pretty good too. But hey, this is less boring than KoCj. Have I done a Ru? Have I even done a Ru game on this streak? I think it's the first one. Pull back to this hallway so the priest can't smite me quite so many times. Plus or minus 10%. Does it vary, NP7? Also, does stealth not give you more if you've trained stealth? I thought it was supposed to. Sacrifice piety is fuzzed by plus or minus 10%. That's annoying. KoCj was Ru. Oh, it was, wasn't I? Did I sack hand? I think I did. This character is weird because, like, it doesn't really want to be a Ru character because he doesn't want to sacrifice his hand. He really doesn't want to sacrifice Artifice. He didn't really want to sacrifice Love because, well, he's, you know, using a lot of artifacts already. Using a lot of evocations, that is. And evocations are some of the best summons in the game. So I get the feeling I'm going to be taking a lot of piddly little tiny sacrifices. Oh shit. Let's go up. That was a hornet. Terrifying. Could wear the troll scales and get the power of super duper 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 regen. NP7, I think it would be good to wonder, to pose the question, is it a good thing to try to prevent the player from calculating his piety? You know? Because, like, he's still going to try to calculate his piety, he's just going to know what it's been fuzzed to. You know? I thought you only wanted to play Ru with very one-dimensional characters. No, Ru works for just about anybody. I mean, I would agree it probably works better with one-dimensional characters, but he's powerful no matter how you slice it, really. All right, how about we polymorph him into a wyvern? That's good. How about we go invisible again? Wait off MiCK and Tam. Wow, that's terrible, NP7. 10 stealth skill, though. Well, it's the aptitude's taken into account, I guess. Thought Heppel was Gozag 2.0. I don't know if I'd say that. But yeah, I agree with that evaluation of Ru, where it's like you're giving up things you wouldn't have been using anyway. This character is a little bit weird for it. Hey, we just found a 1 of paralysis. That's awesome. +2 ring of protection. All right, all right. And we found the lair, which means we've reached relative safety. Also, oh, this is wild. He's given us a bunch of sacrifices I don't want to take. We're definitely not sacrificing Artifice. I mean, look at all this stuff. I can't not use this stuff. Although it would take me to 4-star piety. I can't give myself a magic vulnerability. That's just stupid. Oh, wait, let's go up real fast. Let's identify some things before I make this decision. Okay. I is also a bit rubbish. Yeah, I agree, NP7. Losing accuracy is terrible. I don't have to take I can just reject. What's funny is if we were further along in the game, I'd be willing to sacrifice Artifice. Why do we sacrifice anything at all? Yeah, leave a doc, that's a fair point. We already have both. We already have both auras. I don't know though, Artifice and Love kind of do go hand in hand. I is really annoying right now. I hate the fact that I've trained 7 evocations, but I guess I'll get some piety for it. The more I think about it, yeah, you guys, we're gonna sacrifice Artifice. It's dumb, but I'm gonna do it. What a shame. We got some piety for that. I don't know exactly how much. 3. Oh boy, 3. It's okay, because we already sacrificed Love. You know. All right, let's. Is there still that thing that makes it so you get less piety from sacking Artifice if you sacrifice Love? Or am I making that up? Did I invent that in a fever dream? I mean, no, it sucks to sacrifice Artifice Artagus, but it's kind of a natural thing with sack Love. If you're going to sack one, you might as well sack the other. Because the main benefit of Artifice is like sacks spiders and things. That's lame, NP7. I wish that wasn't the case. Oh wait, what am I doing? Holy shit, I forgot I had Invis. Oh, that was really dumb. To sack Artifice, considering I had that. That's okay though, I think it was still the right choice. Let's drop this +2 pro, we just found a +3 pro. This is certainly becoming a one-dimensional character by virtue of Rue. Okay, if he gets me, I'm going to power leap to finish. Alright, he did, so. Oh no. There's another one. 2 Mambas on layer 1. We're backing off to try to get mana back, and we were getting exhaustion to end. We were able to tab that Mamba. I mean, our defenses are good. For lair, our defenses are really good. I'm still training stealth because it's, well, it's +3 aptitude, so whatever. Oh, we even found a Wand of Clouds. The game's just making fun of me now. Hear a deafening roar. Kind of organized them such that I could power leap all of the hell rats. pet is Erica. Kind of chilling out next to this teleport trap for probably obvious reasons. I'm going to read some of these two stacks. We got Blink, we got Immolate, very good. We got Resistance, very good. In fact, since we have Resistance, just kidding, it's ending. She could perma-confuse me, dang. We don't have wands to bail us out of this situation anymore, so what I'd really like is Apocalypse. Could go Invis and swing on her, but that seems kind of silly. I think we just don't fight her. Obviously, if we were to like start swinging on her, that'd be great, you know, in terms of stopping her from casting. But you don't know, you can't guarantee that, you know. And she does like what, 45 damage, I think. I guess I can check. Yeah, something like 45 damage a pop. So she two-shots me. I think we just throw an exclusion on there, explore the rest of the floor, and then go down. Uniques are the only thing that can really annoy me on these floors. I want to scroll. That thing can hit me, can't it? What is that? Nice Desus. Can the other one attack me? If I move forward, I think he can. I'm not sure if the targeter would allow him to do that or not. I'd have to be standing there myself to see. Because it's like, I think this blocks him, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to risk it. Even if it's acquirement, like who cares, you know? Okay, we're able to tab red backs, that's good. Yeah, exactly, Albert Zuko. There's no pressing need. I mean, well, if it is in fact acquirement, that could represent a giant power boost. Like I could get a weapon, possibly know what I'm training for the rest of the game, you know. But whatever. Risking your life for a scroll of holy word would be silly. I agree, and that's why I didn't do it. Risking your life for any kind of scroll is silly. Shit. Alright, we got marked. We know that this friendly Hydra is going to get me. Is going to go for me, so I can take that exclusion off. Let's just walk away. The Mamba's faster than me. Oh, hi, MiAK. Yeah, exactly. Sadly, the Mamba does not get webbed. Here's the thing. We're not marked anymore. And I have Tela and things like that. Why don't we just swing on him and then power leap him and then try to get the kill? And that's just not working out for me. Alright, we'll read Telly. Kind of sucks to use that resource. I thought we could, you know, if we could have killed the Mamba, we wouldn't have had to have used a resource there. What I'm not going to do is end up in melee with a Hydra in a super uncontrolled situation where I don't know if he can one-shot me or not. I haven't done the math. He's got 6 heads. It would be probably close. I don't think he can one-shot me due to GDR. But it's kind of hard to be sure. Gotta be careful about the fact that Eric is still on that floor, by the way. Got another book. Book of Callings, whatever. Actually, that's that's unfortunate. Found Book of Callings after sacrificing love. What are you gonna do, though? Whoops. That's not good. Let's fear these dudes. Kill that one and then walk away. Getting ambushed by the Rhyme Drake was not so fun. Kind of necessitated a resource use. We're finding a ton of books. We just found Book of Changes, which really makes me want to go Transmutations, which is sad because I had intended not to go Transmutations this game. You know? Like, I wanted to have a game where I didn't go stat form, but if I don't find any good weapons, and I start finding a bunch of Transmutations, well, suddenly it starts to make really good sense, you know? Regardless of what I wanted to do. Although Blade Hands is virtually useless for me due to this big shield. So we haven't found stat form yet, and if we don't find it, then that would be kind of a drag. This is a beefy early lair. We've seen like 5 Mambas already by lair 2. That's not super common. So we're using tomahawks to take out these eels, and if it goes poorly I just reset the fight. Now I'm down to stones, unfortunately. This is where having a wand would be quite nice. I can just, well, I was going to say I could juke him, but that's not a hallway like I thought it was. As an artifact quarterstaff here, I don't really think I'm inclined to even care what it is, to be honest. We're not giving up shields. Power leap to kill him, good. Bring a magical power. Oh, that'd be more hit points, I guess, but I'd rather have defenses. Man, this dagger's starting to wear out its welcome. We need a better weapon. I could try that Morningstar on, but it could be disto. Anyway, let's do that math. So I usually like to just say 20 times the number of heads, so 120. But it's actually 18 times the number of heads, so what is that, like 12 less, so 108 damage possible. That looks like it's twice my hit points-ish. But the magic counts, so we actually have 74 hit points. 74 versus 108. Can he one-shot us, though? Because I do have GDR, I have a certain amount of AC. I don't think he can one-shot us, because GDR applies to every single attack. I have 17 AC. The GDR on the guaranteed damage resistance on a ring mail is 25%, maybe? 20%? $20, 24%. So it'll reduce by like 4 or 5, I think. Ish, a little more, maybe. Every single attack. So he can't kill me in one hit. So what we're going to do is we're going to like power leap into his ass. This is extremely tedious. But what we do is we power leap into him. Wow, he's hitting a lot. Jeez. Wait, what am I doing? This is silly. I can just park him down here. We don't have to kill him. I'd like to kill him, you know. It's best if you can do it, because then you don't have a Hydra waiting to chomp on you if you have a problem on the next floor. Also, that was a Basilisk. Hey, we got more sacks. Well, all I have to do to get Apocalypse is to sacrifice Purity. Because we were real close. We could sacrifice Experience, but that sounds horrible. Let's just sacrifice Purity. Suddenly we have APOC. Suddenly we can deal with a lot of problems. For example, we can kill Erica. You hear a shout? Good. I want to lure her ass out. It's kind of hard. This is a very twisty-turvy kind of vault, so she doesn't want to leave it. I really want her next to me. Aren't you supposed to spam Apocalypse's route anyway? No, I wouldn't say spam it, because you know you're gonna wreck your own. Drain levels, you know. Of course, she shows up exactly when I don't want her to. That's so cute. That's so funny. So we teleport out. I had power leaped the Komodo to finish him off. That's fine. We blew a telly. Let's try to avoid doing that, though. So we back off, and we shout for her. You know, it's my own stealth that's screwing me. Okay, we're not going to APOC unless we have to. We're getting really good anti-magics on her. If she hits us for big damage, we APOC. Oh, that was easy enough. We should, by the way, train some spell casting on this dude. Like, we actually do want to cast some spells at some point. Mainly to get that extra mana, you know, which gives me more hit points effectively. That would have been another good reason to stick with spell casting, or to stick with evocations rather. And I don't want to APOC here either, because that'll blow away the plants, which will make me able to be hit by all those guys potentially. Oh shit. Let's not get paralyzed. I went down the wrong staircase. Although I knew he couldn't one-shot me. Let's just chop his heads off. How about that? That's a much easier way. Thank you, Erica, for this weapon. Now he's got 5 heads. Now he's got 4 heads. I wonder if you slice his head off and he attacks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks. So the 4-headed Hydra attacks you 5 times. Even though you chopped his head off. Albrozuko, that is an excellent point. I should be training fighting, actually. Honestly, I've made a lot of really bad choices with this character in terms of skilling, in terms of root sacrifices, and so on and so forth. I kind of had this plan in my head that got disrupted a bit by going Rue, if I'm being honest. Alright, we cut his head off. I mean, I guess we could use the scimitar as like an endgame weapon, or like a stepping stone to an endgame weapon. We could go long blades, I suppose. Experience is one of the most desired sacrifices. I think I'm gonna beg to differ. It's not desired by me anyway. Not a big fan. Staff of Cold, we'll carry that for a resist. Two levels isn't as punishing as losing evocations forever. Sort of. You lose a bunch of hit points immediately, I think. Could be wrong about that. I don't know, you may be right. It may be better. +3 Ring of Protection. Alright, let's wear that over +3 evasion. So now we have 20 AC and 8 EV. More guaranteed damage reduction there. In any event, my hit points would be in a much better place if I had been training. Well, you know, when I sacked evocations, I think I lost a ton of effective hit points, you know? If you think about it, I lost a bunch of max MP. That's why this character feels so fragile. Okay. That was just a cursed basic. Chainmail, unfortunately. Haven't used APOC at all. Look how much all this AC is helping me. I can actually tab these guys. It's awesome. Hey, there's a net. Yeah, MP does equal health. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I deeply regret going Rue. Let me explain why. Guardian Spirit plus Rue equals suicide. And I can't take the Guardian Spirit off because it's just part of me being a Vine Stalker. So the whole thing about Rue is that he offers this amazing escape tool called Apocalypse. But it costs 8 mana. to use. So if I need to use it and I'm out of mana, well, we've got a big problem. So I didn't really think this through. It's not like the end of the world. I just need to be really careful. Like, I knew this, I just wasn't thinking is all. I still got a really powerful character, it's just slightly awkward. Rue believes you are ready to make the next sacrifice. I don't think I'm ready to make any of these sacrifices, so I will reject. What is that? Is that evasion? VS of Wujian Council can tab through his ZIG. I don't know if I buy that. But I guess that makes sense. You're draining a lot of mana. Can send you the replay, alright. Sounds good. Yeah, maybe I should have gone Wujian Council. Alright. We're gonna pop on our R core and we'll apocalypse if there's a problem. Also, let's put on the fire. Let's power leap to finish this. Okay. Just a +2 evasion. Okay, there's nothing else of value over here, so we'll just walk away. Let's... Okay, there's a scroll of summoning. Alright. Let's just carry this armor with us in case I need to juke more Oklobs. I'll apocalypse these frogs if I need to. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and apoc this stuff. It makes a ton of noise though, so let's keep that in mind. To be honest, I hope he offers me stealth again. And I'll just sack stealth, I guess. Okay, well, we have our cold if I wear this staff. But then how do I kill this thing? How upsetting that there's a dragon. Hold on a second. I guess I'm going to grab this quarterstaff. It could be disto though, so I probably shouldn't put it on. But if it has like RC plus, I might be able to use it to kill the dragon. I shouldn't risk it. Dude, he's right here? Okay, we'll apocalypse. We'll stab him to death. Alright. Guess that's okay. Well, it wasn't as bad as it looked like because I had Well, I was smart enough to wear the keep the staff of cold resist on in case I ran into him again. But yeah, that wasn't great. Tap through the yak pack. Get away from the other spiny frog. Try not to fight two at once. Let's pull this stuff up. Yeah. None of it's faster than me. Get it into a hallway. Oh, cut this thing's heads off. I gotta be careful because I actually don't attack very fast with this thing, with this sword. So technically he can get like a double hit on me, I guess. But yeah, I don't think I would want Ice Dragon armor Halberd Zuko. Oh shit. Oh, that's annoying. Well, we've got Telly. Let's try to get a stab on this. Okay, let's walk away. The Hydra's coming. There he is, okay. Well, that's curious. We hit him with a riposte, but it didn't cut his head off. Honestly, I can just, with the power of HuAE, you can technically just walk away from these dudes, and they will bite themselves to death. For whatever reason, they're very susceptible to that. It just takes a little while. Weirdly enough, the more heads they have, the more likely they are to do it. Since their attack is so big, you know, their hit points don't seem to rise with the number of heads that they have. Wow, that's a really good quarterstaff. I wish it wasn't +2, or 2 hands rather. Or maybe I wish I was a Formicid. Brand weapon. Do I want to rebrand? Yeah, sure. Okay, I get punished by my rebrand, fine. Holy word, alright. So hoping for electrocution, I shouldn't have rebranded. Got a Bist, free 3rd rune. I don't know if I would see it that way. Okay, we just found haste. Well, we identified haste. Got flight, which is what I was actually looking for. This is the lair of the Ice Dragon. Ordinarily, I would try to identify the amulet, because it could be harm, but I don't have any identify, so I just put it on. And it turns out that it's Guardian Spirit, so it's useless to us because we already have that all the time. I'm going to go ahead and try this dagger on. If it's disto, I guess I'll just live with it. Hey, it's +2 of draining. Alright. Game refuses to punish me for my mistakes. I'm okay with that. Gotta pay attention though. This is layer 6. And I think it's that spiral vault. Honestly, Adore, you should probably just leave Abyss as soon as you can, depending on the character. Hey, Potion of Heal Wounds. Useless to us as a vine stalker. So we throw it away and keep going. Nothing too risky in this layer 6 so far. Okay, we went for the stab. Didn't quite work out. There we go. You notice I'm training a ton of shields. Mainly I just want to be able to attack faster with whatever weapon I end up ultimately using. So we're pretty well devoted to that, to using a one-handed weapon, but other than that, things are up in the air still. You get a surprising amount of time in this game to decide what weapon you actually want to use, you know? I'm also conserving enchant weapon scrolls. I have 2 of them. No reason to use them yet, you know, not on this character. He doesn't need the immediate help. Ordinarily, you should use your enchants, whether it's weapon or scroll, as soon as you find them. But in this case, I'm pretty safe not to do that. That is a hornet. Yeah, leave a dock. I kind of feel the same way about Abyss. It's just dangerous for almost any character. Check this out. You see this down here? You aren't carrying any items you can evoke. I just like instinctually hit the V button to try to hex this hornet. Okay, we're just gonna hit him. If we had gotten paralyzed, we probably wouldn't have died. I probably shouldn't have done that though. Just because there was another thing around, although we have 20 AC and that's not going anywhere. 20 AC and a half-decent amount of GDR. Now that's what I was afraid of. There's a Guardian Serpent and a bunch of S-branch monsters like that wolf spider. But I'm pulling everything out 1 by 1 or 2 by 2, and I'm not having to deal with the Guardian Serpent teleporting it all around me. And if it did, well, if it did, I would apocalypse. Trying to avoid getting put to sleep though by these dream sheeps. Nice. Okay, this is annoying. Let's go up. Let's APOC. Killing a dream sheep. And the serpent. An apocalypse that's well worth it. Okay, you guys can put me to sleep if you want to. I don't think there's anything other than these guys around. They can do pretty good damage with their sleep, but Generally, they need an ally to make it really hurt. Okay, let's power leap to kill one of them, meaning the likelihood of being put to sleep is reduced to like 1 in 29 or something like that. Trying to only be hit by one thing at once here. This kill hole will work. Another enchant weapon. If we find an in-game weapon, the scrolls will definitely get us to mastery sooner. We found a manual of slings, which is kind of funny because we only have hunting slings on the board. I mean, we could actually go slings, I suppose. But there's no Fustibalus. We don't really need a god that gives ammo if we're using slings, you know. Let's make sure this guy is alone. Okay. Okay, that's layer 6. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. No loot, but pretty straightforward and easy floor. I'm happy about that. Let's identify. Just kidding. Everything's identified. Huh. Okay. Man, this quarterstaff would be so good to use. It's just the investment in the shield and the fact that shields are so good means that I shouldn't swap to it. Well, I generally don't like to go slings. Unless you find punk, it can be sort of annoying to go slings. Especially since there's no Fustibalus, I don't want to go slings. But with that said, manuals are huge. You know, manuals are really, really, really good. So, you know, if I could find an excuse to go slings, that would be the one. You know. I just really want a Fustibalus. Because they do as much damage as a demon blade. You know what I should do is I should check body armor. Just kidding, there's none that's unidentified. What I really want is some MR plus at this point, so I could make Orc a little less horrifying to do. Because what we don't want to do is we would rather not, you know, get paralyzed in there. Hello. Artifact ring of Startelli and Int +6. What a meme. Gap error. So we're getting some nice stabs. And to be honest, having stealth and short blades on Rue is quite nice because he'll blind dudes for you, you know. He'll do a lot of really cool stuff for you. You know what? I want to power leap this guy because he's got electrocution. Alright, this could be interesting. I think we found our end game. Well, not end game, but we found our path to end game, because that's, I mean, yeah, it's only a spear. Spear-based damage is crap, but it's got MR plus on it. So it's a thing that I'd like to be using. To the extent that, gosh, I think I will train polearms. At least a 5. Man, this glaive can do a good amount of damage to me. There we go. Anyway, with this, Orc Sorcerers only have a 4% chance of paralyzing me, which is not half bad. And it's not a totally terrible weapon either. We don't really have to like devote ourselves to it either. Just get like 5 skill. Carrying a wand of flame, that's okay. Alright, that is an artifact troll leather armor. Let's try it on. Star slow, no thanks. Got more sacrifices available. Gosh, these are really obnoxious sacrifices. But if I reject again, I think it's like 4 times the base rather than 2 times. Not sure. But I think we're gonna sack skill. It's really dumb, but what am I gonna do? Wow, sack skill doesn't take us to max. Let's do it. Congratulations, our aptitudes are now miserable. It's okay though. So book available. No stat form. Technically blink is available? No, that's just controlled blink. Oh no, spatial translocation says blink. Do I need it? Actually, I already have it memorized, so... Well, I have it in the spellbook. Now I have it memorized. I don't see myself casting it anytime soon, but maybe. Huh. Okay. Okay. That's worth it. That's MR++. That means that Orc Sorcerers can't paralyze me even without the spears, so we don't have to train polearms after all. You know? We can just cheese this chainmail, you know? Which, while it's only +0, still not half bad. Scroll a brand weapon, alright. If we find a fusible loose, then we can brand it real quick. Why don't we just do orc? Hey, hey, it's Cyclopes. We can tank them pretty well, though. You know, what am I doing? I haven't trained armor or dodging at all. That's what you might call a mistake. Take translocations to 5 too, just to get Blink online. Okay, you cannot one-shot me. Oh, I should have tabbed that. Whoops. Power leap to finish him. We may very well have the giant ending. Cool. We may find a very nice endgame weapon in here, which is one of the reasons I was excited to have enough MR that it's safe to do. It's not to say you need the MR to do it, it just makes life a lot less harrowing. Okay, there's a scarf. With any luck... Okay, I was going to say I wish that would be resistance, but I'll take it. Let's enchant up this helmet. Let's enchant up this shield. Black Knight's horse barding is for sale, which is just hilarious. Too bad I'm not a centaur. Alright, we fully explored Orc 1. I did that so that I would have space to retreat to. You know, if I really need to go to another floor, that's waiting for me. I guess we're just gonna... Should I disrupt my casting again? We could sacrifice Purity and get Strength, but I think I'm going to actually sacrifice Essence again. There we go. And whatever, it'll take me a little longer to get Blink online. And we got a full piety. See if I can't just melee these guys. You know what, actually, let's... I don't have our fire, do I? That's just a war axe, right? Okay. I'll APOC if I have to. I just don't think I have to. Yeah. See? I can melee that. Okay, enchant weapons, scroll of identify. We're just going to mark that stuff down to purchase, but we don't really need them yet. And we may never need them, so I'm not going to blow money on it. We don't even have anything to identify right now. Amulet of Air, with a very disturbing price tag on it of 666, is available. That gives us our missile, which we're currently already enjoying from this scarf, but we could always take that off. We also have a minus Tele ring, which would be pretty nice to wear for the purposes of avoiding Ebering's dumb trap system, or parts of it anyway. Nevertheless, I am going to hold off until I see the rest of the floor. This I actually am going to emulate. Artagus. Well, you know, if the trap system, you know, if the trap system wasn't bad, I wouldn't have to mention the people who made it bad. You know, just saying. Just saying. If I wasn't reminded of how bad the trap system was, then by that very nice minus Telly. But yeah, I was serious the other day when I said I was going to try to be a little more positive and, you know, breathing life into the people who have sort of gone out of their way to ruin this game. There's no need for it, you know, when there's other products that are coming out. Just learn to play and stop walking into them. Yeah, I'll try that. I'll try to stop walking into those traps. See what I can do. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have the skills required to avoid walking into them. This looks like it would be a beautiful place. Beautiful place for amplifier. So I'm going to APOC instead. And I guess I'm just going to watch Roka die to these flames. Holy shit, he doesn't want to die. Oh my god, he's a tank. I should have thrown tomahawks at him. What did I do? I should have been throwing tomahawks the whole time. Hold on. He's smiting me like a madman. Be Saint Roka. Saint Roka. Artagus, I've already branched vanilla, but I can always take the beat crawl stuff and put it in. It's not really a problem. I agree with you that there's a lot of stuff in bcrawl that should be, you know, given credence, so to speak. Oh, he's got a battle axe of electrocution. That's adorable. Wait, I'm confused. Now he has a... Oh, it's a long sword of electrocution. Whoops. Yeah, Artagus, I agree that bcrawl, I mean, there are features I really, really, really don't like in it. But I would agree with you that overall it's an improvement. Don't die to Roka because of chatting with me. That's, you know, Roka's just always significantly beefier than I expect him to be. He's a beefcake. He does his squats. He doesn't skip leg day. Roka is following you pretty well for someone who is blinded and confused. Well, that's another thing I need to remind myself. Actually, I'm going to make a note right now. I hate the new confuse. Fix confuse. I'm going to revert what they did to confuse. Seems sort of dumb to me that things that are confused will just go towards you. Is there a reason why this priest doesn't want to die? Yeah, Edward, it is a buff to Wizard Start, I guess, because you can more easily lure things into Conjure Flame, but did Wizard Start really need... did they need a buff? I mean, Wizard Start was already really, really strong, you know, if a little bit tedious. I don't know, it seems silly to me. Alright, there's a CPA here. Like, we could actually start enchanting up CPA if we felt like it. Although I want my MR++ more, that's just good to keep in mind for the future. Let's pull these dudes. Ah. Potentially a lot of damage from him. Oh no! Oh no, you guys. Oh no, I've trained so much shields, but then I find my favorite item, or one of my favorite items, which will stop me from using shields. Do you guys have any idea how much fun Sniper is? I mean, I guess it's kind of goofy to use on Rue since, like, well, what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna have enough bolts, probably. Oh, it is tempting. It is tempting. That is such a good item. Switch or unsub. Fox, did you even pay for your sub? Wasn't that a gift sub? I don't. Does it let you unsub? Um. Hmm. Oh, it's such a good item, though. I mean, genuinely, it may be the optimal choice to swap to this thing, but you have to keep in mind, just keep in mind, I sacrificed skill. So the amount of experience I've spent on shields is a lot. Crossbows likewise is -2 aptitude like everything else, so starting that from scratch would be kind of crap. Although I will say that everything will always hit, so that would be nice, you know. Make the stream even more fun. I don't know if making poor choices is necessarily the most fun thing that can be done. Dude, it is tempting. But, hey, Ring of Wizardry. Don't need that. Succumb to temptation? I don't think so. I tell you what I actually want for sure is Amulet of Air. Because I don't have a source of RLEC. You know, the inaccuracy sucks, but I'll get 5 more EV, I'll get our missile, which means I can drop this silly Scarf of Repulsion and pop on this cloak instead, giving myself another point of AC. Oddly enough, after all the wild things we found, other than Sniper, still don't really have an endgame weapon. You know, we don't have any one-handed endgame weapons lying around. Even with plus, you know, 6 or 7 enchant weapon scrolls and a brand weapon scroll, it doesn't help if you don't have, you know, endgame. No Fustibulus, which is what we really want to find so we can make use of this manual. I mean, we could just go ahead and train slings and use a hunting sling. That would be okay for the time being, but, you know, we're going into lair branches, which means we're... well, it's going to be not a great time, let's just put it that way, to go in there with a weapon that's not great. I honestly am tempted to... I'm tempted to purchase Sniper and just like use it for the time being, but this feels like a character that really needs defenses. Really needs defenses. I don't want to give up the shield. I just don't, especially considering where I'm going, Spider and Shoals. I mean, come on. It's outrageously dangerous. This is questionable. This character's looking kind of iffy. Oh, it is tempting. You know, I think this is a pretty good... This is a pretty good time to probably stop the stream, maybe, so I can spend some time thinking about this. Because it's a weird situation. I just wish Sniper was maybe one-handed, or I was a Formicid, you know? Surely I haven't missed like a Demon Blade or Demon Trident or something. Evening Star, perhaps? Dang. We also only have so much gold, but I mean, it doesn't matter because the only thing we can afford right now is Sniper. Guess I could end up with a +7 hunting sling, that'd be okay. And I mean, the funniest thing is Amulet of Air and Sniper actually have good synergy. How comical is that? Because inaccuracy doesn't matter. If you if you hit every single time, so that's kind of cute, I guess. You know. But nevertheless, that 14 shields, that is such an enormous investment that's just going into the garbage. If only you sacked I, yeah, if only. That would have been also amazing. Amazing synergy. Yeah, I think I don't know, I'll probably just like spend some time staring at this dump file for a little while and maybe decide then. I'm going to stop the stream for now. I'm getting kind of hungry and I could use some lunch. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. VSFi is off to an interesting start. I wouldn't say it's a bad start. I wouldn't say it's the best one I've had, but it's pretty good. It's okay. But yeah, until next time, I am signing out.
Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.